Good morning. Your Friday, April 24th full body workout. So at the end of the warm-up video, I mentioned very briefly, I mentioned consistency. One of the biggest things that you can do is be consistent with your workouts, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, to get the results that you're looking for. Doesn't mean that with consistency, doesn't mean that we have to have like really intense workouts day in and day out. So like yesterday, between the burpees and the deadlift high pulls, that should have smoked you. So today we're gonna back off a little bit and we're gonna go a little bit easier with the workout. We're also gonna add in working on a little bit of balance with some of the things that we're gonna be doing. So what we'll do, and also depending on how you feel from yesterday's workouts with the burpees and the deadlift high pulls, gonna have the option to go anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. So big range in how long. Like if you just want to use it more like a secondary warm up, just to kind of get the blood flowing and just to make yourself feel loose, do so. If you want to go a little bit longer just to give yourself just a little bit more volume, then go ahead and do so as well. So 10 to 20 minutes with this workout. There's going to be 4 things that you're going to do. The first is going to be some lateral lunges, or lateral lunge jumps, excuse me. So we're going to do a total of 20. So we'll do 10 going each direction. So like in the warm-up, when we started, we were working on this movement right here with both the static hold and with those little squat variations. We will do the lateral lunge jumps. So we can do them either as like a step, where we're just trying to maintain balance. So I'm basically on one foot at a time, and I'm just stepping back and forth, but I'm never allowing this trail leg, the ones behind, to hit the ground. I can obviously, jump side to side. And the farther that I jump one way or the other, then obviously the harder it's going to be, the more cardio aspect it's going to be, the more balance is required to catch myself, balance myself, change direction, go back the other way, the more strength is involved. You know the routine. So you're going to start out doing 20 of those, 10 each direction, either as essentially a walk, or you can speed it up to whatever level you want to go and go as, jumping as far one direction, one way or the other. From there, you're going to do 10 to 20 in-outs or V-ups. So on the ground, and I'll show you how you can do it on the bench as well. Hands on the ground, hands in the air, hands behind me, hands out in front, whichever, hands tucked underneath my butt, whichever you want to do. And so pulling like so, or keeping the legs straight and pulling the legs up. And you're going to do 10 to 20 repetitions of that. We can do it the same way on any sort of raised object. Right? Any sort of raised object. So pulling in or lifting up, whichever you want to do on some sort of bench or chair or something like that. For this next one, we're going to do this, basically this forward, either balance walk or jumping, and there's basically 3 ways that we can do it. Literally, I can just walk and hold balance position. So if balance is something that's really challenging you, then we can just literally do it at a walk. And so I'll just walk, I'll hold balance position, hold balance position, hold balance position, and you do a total of 10. You're going to do 5 on each leg. If you want to step it up a little bit more, from there, we can do it. You can just little jump, little jump, little jump. But again, you're landing on one leg. So here, I'll land on the left and hold, land on the right and hold. The other leg is not going to touch the ground, okay? So just add just a little bit more to it. Doesn't have to be very far. Maybe you're only jumping, a few inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, wherever the case might be. If you want to go a little bit further, a little bit harder than that, then you'll just do one leg at a time. So I'll do all 5 on the right and then all 5 on the left. So from here, I'll jump and hold balance, jump and hold balance, jump and hold balance, okay? So again, I would do 5 on that right leg, on just the right leg, where I jump and catch on the right leg, and then 5 where I jump and catch on the left leg. And these, again, this portion is you got to hold that balance position for a solid 2 to 3 seconds. So if I'm doing the jump, I don't just want to be jumping through like that, okay? I want to make sure that I pause, okay? Just so again, we can get that, we settle, we collect ourselves, we have good balance, and then we continue. Or in the other ones, right? Hold that balance as I switch legs, or obviously same thing with the walk. All right? From there, the fourth movement that you're gonna do is you're gonna be in plank position, and you're gonna move side to side to either T or X. If you want to throw a push-up in there, you can do so, and then we can also do that off of a raised surface. So you'll start out in your plank position, and you're gonna do 10 of these. So what one repetition will look like is, so I'll start out in plank. I'm gonna rotate onto my left arm into T. If I want to go into X, I can. All right. Then I rotate down back to plank. I'm gonna rotate to the other side into T or into X. Once I've gone left and right, that's one repetition. At this point, I can throw a push-up in, and then I'll start rep number 2. Arm up. If I want to put the leg up and down. Oh, and there's the, and then at this point, if I want to throw the push-up in, I will. Now, you just noticed that as I rotated on that second one, as I rotated onto my right side, right, I started to fall back just a little bit. So as you rotate left and right, you're gonna have to be really thinking about that balance position, getting onto that whatever arm that you're posted on, holding that balance position, creating stability, and again, holding that balance position for a couple of seconds before you come back to plank and rotate to the other side. All right? So 10 to 20 minutes, your choice. Again, today's workout isn't to smoke you. It's just we're gonna be working on balance. We're gonna be for both the upper body and the lower body, and doing some abs basically. And then we're gonna be throwing in those push-ups on that plank series if you'd like to. So 10 to 20 minutes. You're gonna do lateral lunge jumps. You're gonna do 10 on each leg at whether it's the walking or the jumping variety. Then there, you're gonna go to 10 to 20 in and outs or V-ups on the ground or off of a box. From there, you're gonna go to those, either the pause walking or those different jumping variations where we're pausing on one leg or the other for a couple of seconds, 5 on each leg. And then we're gonna finish off with that plank where we're going to be holding plank. We're gonna rotate onto the right, we're gonna rotate onto the left, and we'll throw that push-up in there. All right. So let me just let me just go through, and I'll just do one round real quick. There's a lot there. So we'll begin. We're gonna do 10 or 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Then I'm going to get either on the ground or on the bench. I'm going to do 20 in and outs or V-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. Now we're going to do those balance walks or balance jumps. So I can either 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me just show you some of the other varieties, or the other 2 varieties. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or one leg at a time. 1, 2, 3. The other leg. 1, 2, and 3. For those, you're going to do 5 on each side, and then we'll do the rotating planks into T or X with or without the push-up. I'll throw the push-up in there. So I start out in plank. I rotate up to T. It's the X. Other side. T. X. If you want, do the push-up, or you can do a shoulder tap, or just rotate back and forth. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. So I want you to do 10. I'm just going to do 5 there. Just it's getting boring just to watch me do that. So there you go. Yeah, use it. Do 10 minutes to do it more like a recovery. Do 20 minutes if you want to do some more volume. Get a little bit more cardio out of it. So consistency, consistency, consistency. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday.